Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a replay from 2017, in fact May of 2017. It's on the Murovanka map and you're looking at a Strv S1, the tier 8 Swedish premium tank destroyer, and it's under the command of Darneepigoo. Yes, the man with the name that I keep butchering, but I'll get it right one day. Game on! Now you can see he's already got one mark of excellence on the barrel. Yes, they get a yellow mark of excellence on the Swedish tanks. And he's taking the tank with the hydraulic aiming suspension off to the west side of the map. Looks like he's going to do a bit of shooting at the enemy tanks as they come up. Now it's the old version of Murovanka. Yep, this is the Murovanka before the 1.0 update, the old map. And you can see they've spotted an enemy vehicle already. It's a Wizzy 120 off in the distance. First shot misses the target. Now this tank has a 105mm gun which is capable of doing 390 alpha, penetrating 288 rather, with standard ammo, standard APCR, and 330 with the premium rounds. Reload time is normally 9.78 seconds. But I think Darneepigoo's got it down to slightly less than that. We'll find out later on if it will show us. Now this tank is famous for, many people call it the flat pack or Swedish wedge. It's basically using siege mode to fire at the enemy. Look at that shot there. T25 Pilot 1 didn't stand a chance. But then the Strv S1 has very thin armour. It's only 13mm thick all round. And that means any gun which is 90mm or above will overmatch the armour no matter which angle it hits, and will go through. And his engine's been damaged, so he's had to repair his engine. And this is back in the time when there was countdown. Actually, there was a cooldown on the repair kits. I was just looking; it's counting down. When he gets around into that M41 Walker Bulldog, there's a 704 over there, tier 9. This is a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Plenty of opportunity for a tier 8 tank to earn lots of XP. Just lost our Panther 88 premium medium. Like most players, he's actually using these bushes to good effect on the hill. Of course, he can slip back down the sides if the enemy catches sight of him. Of course, there is a slight delay going into siege mode. It's about 1.3 seconds. You can see there he's gone back out. Going into siege mode is 2 seconds. I think it's one coming out is 1.3. Okay, he's decided to switch positions. I think it's because the enemy is pressing that area so heavily. He needs to fall back so he can actually get better shots on the enemy without suddenly having to come out of siege mode and move again. Okay, this looks a pretty good spot, but I think no, he's going to go further to the west. We're only one tank down on the enemy at the moment, and his teammates up front are spotting, so he can sit back here and fire round in after round, and he gets a nice shot into the Chrysler Grand Final. He's up to 2.3k of damage. Now he's up to 2.7k of damage. Another hit. And another low roll. He is getting quite a few low rolls here. Remember, 390 alpha. Yeah, he's getting low roll after low roll. But that Centurion is a one-shot now, so he can put that guy out of the game. And he does. And that's his first kill. Okay, the ST1 came round, but he wants the Lurva. Side of the turret, easily to penetrate. The armour's not so great on the Lurva, certainly on the lower plate, but when it's hit by a 105mm shell, and this is standard APCR, which means that it moves very high indeed, very high velocity, and it's 1,460 meters per second. As you can tell, normal shells are around about the 1,000 meters per second or less, but these are moving incredibly quickly, so where he shoots, he hits. If he can get a hit, that is. And usually they'll go straight through because great pen. Chrysler. And he's out the game. That's 3 kills now. That Lurva is an easy shot now. Oh, he takes another round, but it's another low roll. He did have a couple of high rolls, 478 and 406 on the Lurva. The ST1's an easy shot. And he's pulling back a bit further because he was very, very close. And he doesn't want those tanks to come over here and investigate. One into the engine bay of the Lurva. He's not quite a one-shot yet. Go for another one. We lost sight of him there. Was there a wreck in the way? Gets a nice shot into the ST1. It's a high roll. The previous Lurva shot was the high roll as well. Go for another one. Gets it into the turret and takes him out the game altogether. That's his 4th kill. He's having a really good game. In fact, actually, he's turned the tide against the enemy because virtually all the tanks that came over this way... Oh, he's been spotted! The AMX M449 saw him and he's having to dip below this ridgeline as quickly as he can to avoid a shot from that guy. Oh, he didn't avoid it, I'm afraid. He took a round and he's now down to very minimal hit points, but he puts one back in to the M449, who immediately gets killed and wiped out by our Type 61. We're now looking at an Indian Panzer, but he's a little distance away and we've lost sight. There's a Lurva to the north, but we've got nobody spotting that direction, so he'd have to spot for himself or hope that the defender will move up and tell us where the Lurva is. Only 2 enemies remaining. There's one of them, the Lurva. He's in sight. 1 round into the turret. 418, a high roll. He seems to be getting a lot of luck with the penetrations on the Lurvas. And another hit. He's now 1 shot. Go for it. Get it. Get this one. And he gets it. And that's his 5th kill. 1/3 of the enemy team have been wiped out by Darneepigoo. He's saved his team. And there goes the last enemy, the Indian Panzer. And it's a victory. So what a great game on Murovanka. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. Here's the end of battle results for that game, and it was an ace tanker for Darneepigoo in the Strv S1. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5. And he also got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle. But he got more medals than that. He got some battle hero ones as well. He got a Confederate. He hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks which were subsequently taken out by others. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. And on top of that, he got a tanker sniper for doing the most damage at a distance of at least 300 meters, firing at least 8 shots and getting 85% accuracy on those shots as well. It's a good award to get the tanker sniper because it means you were very, very accurate at long range. And for a tank destroyer player, yes, that is a really good medal to get. So let's have a look at the team score and see where he stood. 8,866 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer didn't even have half of that total. That was the Type 61 who got 3,183, followed by the Object 252 Defender who got 3,118. I think you can see why Darneepigoo actually kept this replay because it is just so good. When it came to kills, he easily had the highest with that one as well. 5 kills, 1/3 of the enemy team. The next high scorers being the Type 61, the Defender, and the Lurva on the enemy team all got 3 kills each. When it came to base XP, there was only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000. One of those at the top was Darneepigoo, who got 1,719. The other one was the Defender, who got 1,459. And the next high score after that was the Type 61 with 954. He fired 26 rounds of APCR standard ammo, 25 direct hits and 24 penetrations. The Strv S1 has got really great penetration with the standard APCR rounds, and with that quick reload, it is actually quite efficient at taking down the enemy fairly quickly. And so long as you stay hidden in the Strv S1, you shouldn't actually take too much damage. Unfortunately, on this occasion, he did get spotted more than once, and that did lead to him losing some hit points. But he got 25 direct hits, 24 penetrations. That's good accuracy in anyone's book. And you can see the shells went through the targets because they were going so fast, they just carved through the armor. Damage of 8,866 hit points, of which 5,395 were at more than 300 meters. I think you can see why he got the Tanker Sniper Award. He only received 3 hits, but I'm afraid all 3 penetrated. As I said, that during the battle, the armor is only 30mm all the way around, so this armor will be overmatched by anything with 90mm or above. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 5, And on a premium count, he earned 189,078 credits from this game after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables. And yeah, that is kind of hefty on the ammunition. He still made a profit though, 110,088 credits altogether. 2,579 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 258 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 5,416 experience points altogether. So yes, I think you can see why he kept this replay, because it's just so good. The Strv S1 is a really great tank, it's a good credit earner, and in the right firing positions it can really attack the enemy very badly. I mean, if they were all trying to thrust their way down that the west side of the map, and despite the fact that they managed to wipe out most of the other tanks on his team, he still manages to get massive hits on them and just lay waste to them one after the other, to end up with 5 kills and 8, well, just under 9k of damage. I think that's good in anyone's books. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithms, and thank you for watching.